this is a regular nether portal. And by the end of this video, it's going to become this. But there's one problem. I'm in hardcore. So I have to farm every block, remove bedrock, terraform the entire area, and build the whole thing without dying. Because if I die, the entire world is gone forever. A few months ago, I designed the entire build in creative. And yes, this is the Malevolent Shrine from Jujutsu Kaisen. The main nether portal would go right here, but I wanted the shrine to be below the nether roof too. So I flipped it upside down and connected both sides with a tunnel in the middle. So I could fly straight through the build and instantly travel between the bottom and the top of the nether roof. But there was a problem. I am in hardcore. So this design went from a cool idea to a giant shopping list of over 432,000 blocks. After 6 days of farming, I already got everything. We pretty much have all the items. And somehow, this wasn't even the most blocks I've ever farmed for a hardcore build. So in the end, the blocks were ready, so now I could finally start building. And this is where we run into our first big problem, the bedrock. The interesting thing about this block is that you cannot break it. It's meant to stay there. But we've designed something that requires to remove it. So you're probably wondering, how in the hell is he gonna do it? This is one of the classic ways to remove bedrock. 2 pieces of obsidian, 2 TNT, a lever, a piston, and a trapdoor. Then you rebind the place block button to a keyboard key for increased inputs. Then you activate the lever, go below the trapdoor, and while holding a piston, you aim at the specific spot while holding the key you just binded. If done correctly, this removes 1 single bedrock block. The problem with this method, this is way too slow. Considering we will have to remove thousands of blocks, this was not it. To remove another piece of bedrock, you would have to move the obsidian and try all of that again. This, multiplied by 1,000 times, will take longer than making GTA 6. So we had to find another way. You see the red on your screen? That is the bedrock we have to remove. Let me show you how to remove it. This new strategy requires a beacon with haste 2 and this interesting looking machine, which I called the engine, okay? This machine is basically a faster version of the previous strategy. In simple words, it creates a laggy redstone signal that we can use to bug out pistons when we replace them. Oh! The only thing that we have to do is update the signal and the bedrock is gone. Check this out, chat. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's it, right? This has to be the strategy. He's found it finally. Well, I wish. This is how much I've done in almost 30 minutes. And remember, I have to remove all of this. And some parts even require us to remove 5 layers of bedrock. So what the hell do we do now? Thankfully, chat linked the right video. We might have found exactly what we were looking for. This is gonna take an hour to figure it out. So we move in creative and start testing it right away. Where's the start? This is like finding the One Piece. This machine beats everything we've tried until now. It's exponentially faster, and I have no clue how all of this works. So don't even ask. Chat, what's the command for the tick speed? 2000. Does it stop now? Okay, something exploded here, but it's okay. Almost an hour of calculations and you see how many pistons we need to farm. We need to basically break from this corner here to this corner here, which represents this area. And then the excess here, I'll do this manually, which shouldn't be a problem. Oh, I was so clueless. Remember those words because what I'm about to show you is insane. This thing is genius. Look how complex it looks. Each piston here removes 1 bedrock below it. So you can extend this platform depending on what you need. Forward, sideways, it doesn't matter. And right now you're looking at approximately 15,000 pistons. We're about to remove 14,000 bedrock in one go. Oh my god, it's working. So this has to go all the way down there. And then we gotta make the other platforms too. This is the beginning. The beginning of a long journey because this thing took 4 hours to finish. And before the machine finishes, I have to remove this slime block so that it won't blow up when it reaches the end. So I can be AFK all the way. So there it is. We have a plan. It won't take long, right? Right?
Have you ever tried strawberry on pizza?
And just like that, we were on our way to finish the layer. With 4 machines and 12 hours of work, this is what we got. But wait, I still see bedrock there, because for some reason, they put 5 layers of this damn block. So we had to run it back again a few times. Roughly 60 hours later, we finally had this. Guys, I can't lie, at this point I was already rethinking my life choices. Like, what am I doing? 60 hours of my life for this! Oh my god. Oh my god. I crafted 200,000 pistons to remove all this bedrock. Now we just have to do the cracks. Just do the cracks. Look at it. Look at this clueless idiot, okay? He thinks the hardest part is over. Not even close. You see all those little cracks around? Those will take even longer. And he has no idea. Because I know. Because I'm editing this video after I finished it. I will say 2 days and we don't have to touch another piece of bedrock forever. 2 days. I wish it took 2 days. Look at the screen right now. Each second here is hours upon hours of work. And at some point, I even had to run the machines again because I left some big areas that I thought they could be done with the engine, but they were too big. So I had to do this as well. And finally, in the end, we finished it by creating this space in the middle for the tunnel. And it was finally done. Not 2 days after, more like a week and 120 hours of removing bedrock. But wait. Why did you leave that platform in the middle? Well, it goes in between the temples, so technically you don't see it. We didn't remove it to save time. Hey, we've done it! It should be easier from now on, right? We are about to do something I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. Terraforming the Nether. You see this big open space around the temple here? This is how it looks in our hardcore world at the moment. There's so much that we have to remove. We're gonna use fly machines to destroy all of this. The flying machines is overpowered. How am I able to see through already? Oh my god, the lava. Well, the lava was definitely a problem because the flying machine will reveal that there's a lot to remove manually. Like, a lot. It shouldn't be a lot, right? This process was actually super satisfying. You let the machines destroy the netherrack and then you just jump around, removing the remaining lava. This is the progress that I've done in one stream. I will try hard and clear the entire hole before tomorrow's stream so we can start building tomorrow. Stream was over and it was time to lock in. I got my friend Roger here and we started clearing the entire area. We removed all the netherrack in the middle, but there was still a lot of debris in the air that the TNT couldn't catch. So I had to put an all-nighter to clear everything that's in the air. Look how clean it looks now. This has to be it, right? Are we building yet? No. There's one more thing that's in the way. The lava. You see, to be able to fit the temple upside down, we had to make space and dig down, removing lava and some terrain. And there's a lot to clear, approximately 20 layers. So before we could finally start building, we had to do some cleaning. But now, how do we remove such large amount of lava? The solution is wood planks. By using planks, you replace the lava source with a block, so the lava disappears. And since it's flammable, you don't have to bother removing it, because it will just burn away. Pretty smart, huh? I came up with this idea all by myself, so I'm really proud of this. Things were going great, but I've reached a point where this project was starting to get to me. Me, unfortunately, I haven't been sleeping much lately, chat. It was kind of a hard time with this project lately. I got tested quite a lot doing this project, but hopefully I'll never do this ever again. I think I probably slept 4 hours today, 3 hours yesterday. But whatever, it doesn't matter. This was by far the most mentally challenging project I've ever done. But I'm too far deep into this to just give up, so I kept pushing through. In the end, we managed to drain all the lava, and we built fly machines once again to remove the remaining netherrack. But finally, after removing hundreds of thousands of blocks of bedrock, terraformed the entire nether, and drained all the lava, we finally had nothing in the way of the build. Look at this, chat. Bang! We have placed the first block. We're finally building! After so much work, so many hours, we're finally building again. First layer is done. It took 2 hours, chat. We've done 1 layer. And even though we were building, it was still exhausting for some reason. And I can't wait to be over with this project because I'm starting to hate this build. Just want this to be over. So let's go faster. I can finally say that the terrain was the last challenging thing of this entire project. It definitely wasn't easy and it still took so long to finish. Here, we obviously couldn't keep the bedrock looking like that. That happened because the machines removed more bedrock than we needed. But that's fine, because we can place deep slate instead. The texture is really similar. The only thing left was the walls, and I want you to focus on the hours I spent building these. This took 3 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, 8 hours, 2 hours, and 5 hours. With a total of 30 hours just for the walls alone. And I want to thank my lovely girlfriend for building some of it when I was not in the mood. So this is it. Hundreds of hours designing it, farming blocks, removing bedrock, clearing the netherrack, draining lava, and building the terrain. And the only thing remaining is the temple. I should do these ones first. We're getting there, definitely getting there. This little montage summarized 50 hours of building, from the very first block at the bottom all the way here. But at this point, I was sick and tired of this project. It's taking so long and I just wanted to complete it. So I started the last stream and I didn't end it until it was all over. That is what we need to do today. First thing we did, we finished the trees. They were so annoying. Bang! No more trees, annoying. What do you mean finale? There's 100 layers left. You don't know me, bruh. I'll finish this. Chat, we're starting the bell! Oh my god, the bell! How long have we been live? 15 hours and 30 minutes. 20 hours in, and we just finished the orange. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, chat. This project took 540 hours. This was easily the hardest project I've ever done mentally, because there were so many moments where it felt like this thing was never going to end. I'm still not sure if a nether portal should ever take this much work, but after all, I can finally say it's done. This is my nether portal, and this might be the best nether portal ever built in Minecraft hardcore. And now, after being live for over 23 hours straight on the final stream, we were finally at the last moments of the entire project.
Pizza time.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Woo!
That's why you're the GOAT.
My god, March, April, May, June, bro. 4 months after 22 hours and 52 minutes of stream. Chat, you were here. Unbelievable, bro. Congratulations, chat. I wouldn't have done it without you. Shout out to these 2 videos, because without them, this project wouldn't have been possible in hardcore. This build officially ends a project that has been going on for over a year. I have now built 3 insane bases in all 3 Minecraft dimensions. Marineford in the overworld, the Death Star in the end, and now the Malevolent Shrine in the Nether. But the cool part is that they're all connected. Marineford is built directly above the Stronghold, where the main end portal is located. The portal takes you to the Death Star, and on top of Marineford, there's the main Nether portal, which now takes you to the Malevolent Shrine. So what's the goal now? Well, honestly, I have no idea, but I guess we'll have to find out. Chat, say cheese. Cheese. All right,